think they're high for you. It's like me. Huh? It's like me.
My feet dangling.
Neither do mine.
1 second for the street. Sorry, guys.
All right, thanks again, guys, for being here. We have Coach Izzo, Szymon, and Jase. Coach, any thoughts on your today's game?
Yeah, we shot the ball really well, and that kind of translated into the rest of our game. You know, guys, I'm not making fun of it, but to think we were up 13 in the first half, going on a pretty good run at the end, and we were 0 for 9 from the 3. And I'm telling you, today I thought we took some good ones. And, you know, I'm going to just end it at that as far as our productivity. But we shot over 70% from the 2. We're executing. We're getting our running game going. I thought both these guys played awfully well. Jase gave us a big lift early. Slithering through those defenses. He has a knack for that, and I thought Szymon rebounded pretty well and guarded a guy who's pretty physical down there. So we played well. That's a very well-coached team that's been rebounding the ball real well, and tonight they didn't rebound as well, or we did, but we got a lot of work cut out for us tomorrow. When you look at the other disappointing stat, we had 4 turnovers first half. In the second half, I thought we turned it over too much, and team tomorrow will rely on that to score buckets.
Any questions for the players? You got yeah.
Jase, did you feel 100% out there? And yeah, just start with that if you would.
I definitely felt 100%. Just getting work with Richie and then coach's plan, just keeping it cool before we came out here, and then coming out here, just keep practicing, keep working on it, see how it felt before the game, and then just getting treatment on it. So I definitely felt 100%.
Do you start to feel your role in some ways is when you come in, taking the lid off the basket, providing offense? Do you see where the team isn't getting something necessarily maybe when you come in?
I mean, when I come in the game, my main mindset is just try to help the team in any way I can, whether that's defensively, offensively. So just going in there and trying to make an impact on the game.
Jase, 0 for 14 before you hit that one. How did it feel to know there wasn't a lid on the basket?
It was finally good to see a 3 go through during the game. It took a while, but we got it.
Szymon, can you talk about the inside work when the ball's not going in from deep and what you had to do?
Yeah, I mean, we were ready to fight. We knew they're physical, so we were trying to fight and bring it to them before hit first, be the more physical one on the court.
Any other questions for the guys?
Szymon, your rebounding, you felt like there was a presence there today for you. And I'm just wondering, for you, obviously 7 feet is 7 feet, right? That's the thing. How important is it for you, regardless of matchup, to show that aggression and to make that, be to your team's benefit?
I mean, I think it's very important to me. It's a strictly effort-related play, so that's all I can give to the team. I will never take away from the effort. So offensive rebounds is me showing that I care and I want to win. It's a winning play that I can do and help team with.
Szymon, you look like you had a lot easier time getting into that chair than your coach did. Talk about that.
Hey.
No comment.
For both players, guys, I talked to Coach Izzo last week about the importance of this tournament to Lahaina with all that's happened. Can you just talk about what the message was and how good did it feel to help bring this community back a little bit today?
I mean, it's super important. I mean, this has been a tournament. I mean, pretty much all of us grew up watching, and then just the community, they always come out and watch these games. So it's definitely really important to get the whole community back out, and I'm glad to be back in Maui.
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, I'm obviously from overseas, but I still know a lot about this tournament. It's very popular. So just seeing the community out, it's amazing.
Anything else for the players? All right, we'll let you guys go.
Good job.
Turn it over. Any questions for Coach Izzo?
Coach, when you were scouting Colorado, What did you see out of them, and what did you specifically set out to try to take away today?
Well, first, Ted, to me, is one of the better coaches. I mean, the job he's done developing some players that the last couple of years, you know, he had 3 pros last year, and every one of them weren't household names. So I think, number one, I knew he was going to develop. I knew they run their offense really sharp. They missed some shots, too, like we did, but I thought defensively we did some things that, give my staff credit, that we wanted to do. We took some chances on some things, and when we weren't turning the ball over, because their length can cause some turnovers, and we really spent a lot of time on our rebounding, because they've been out rebounding teams pretty good too. So he'll get that team back. I mean, that wasn't their best game either. We all know what that's like. We've all been there, and it wasn't like we were great, and it wasn't like they were awful. They just missed some shots, and I thought we executed and did some things with our fast break that bothered them. You know, their size was going to bother us, so we got in the open court a little bit more. Now tomorrow we turn around with the exact opposites in some ways.
Tom, to what degree are you beginning to really trust what Jase gives you game in and game out?
You know, I've always trusted Jase, because even in watching him in the summer a year ago, he rebounded better than you'd think he would. He passes the ball. He's got that. He's got a very high basketball IQ. So we call it catch and go and catch. You know, he has the ability to see things before they happen, and so he decides to catch the ball already on the run. And that helps him get in that paint area. And when he gets in there, he makes really good decisions. It's either that short little flip shot, or it's a driving layup, or it's a kick out. He's very, very good at it, and he's gotten better and better defensively. So you put those two things together, and you know, he was a big part of our resurgence there when it was a close game and we blew it out before halftime. A lot of it was him.
I wanted to ask you about Jeremy as well. It seemed, I mean, he had one of those beginnings of the second half where Trey's off the bench in a hurry, but he seemed to settle in and sort of, I don't know, take control of things pretty well.
Yeah, Jeremy did, and Jeremy's getting better. Like I said, he is not where we need him to be, because he's not, you know, there's times athletically that I just don't know if he trusts himself yet with his leg. You know, we're kind of running into screens. That's what happened the first 2 plays of the second half. And but I'm going to keep pushing him, and he keeps taking it. Now, the beauty of it is he bounced back and really did a nice job, boy, pushing the ball and getting some things open. I thought Trey did a good job pushing the ball, but sometimes getting a little bit, you know, be quick but don't hurry. He was being quick and hurried. But I thought all 3 of those guys at times looked good. I thought Jeremy and Trey at times just a little too quick and a little out of control. So we'll work on that. We'll talk about it, and we'll get better.
Tom, you've been all in on this tournament for a long time, 33 years ago, winning as an assistant, playing the game with Tennessee last year to help. What did it mean to be here when they come back to the island, and what did it mean to have it back here at Lahaina?
Well, the best thing for me tonight was to turn around and see Magic there and know it wasn't a 2-point game, because the sweat that ran down my face that night against Chaminade, I had Judd, who's probably looking down, and Irvin. It was pretty cool. So it brought back some great memories. I talked to Dick Vitale a little bit by text today, and he gave one of those unbelievable lines after we beat Chaminade. The next day we were playing North Carolina, and you know, when you win by 2 against Chaminade, and I think North Carolina was ranked in the top 5, and I think it was Bill Raftery came over for the game and said, "Dick wants to talk to you. He's back in the studio." I said, "Well, I can't do that. This is, you know, we're going through warm-ups, you know." And he goes, come on, you're in Maui. They do different things in Maui. So like an idiot, I went over there and sat down and put on the headphones, and Dick said, "Hey, Tom, congratulations on the first one." I said, "Thanks." And then they ran a stat. It said Dean Smith, I want to say it was 853 wins, Tom Izzo 1. And he said, "Good luck tomorrow." And we were 20 down the next day quick. But a lot of memories for this place for me, being here with Judd and being here my opening game of my career. And you're right, last year, Rick Barnes, who's been here a lot too, we decided to play this game and donate all the money to the people in Maui. And I will say this, I know it's something you don't talk about because it's hard on people, and I never, ever, ever like saying I know what you're going through when I haven't been through it. But I just want all the people in this community to know that we back in the homeland there, we're devastated with them and support them and pray for them that things are going to get, better and back to some form of normalcy. And I think it will. I think this tournament helps that. I mean, this is as Szymon said, a worldwide tournament. It's not just a United States tournament. So it is a special place for me the number of times I've been here.
Can you talk a little bit about what you saw from Frankie Fiddler today?
Well, frankly, after a rough start, I thought played very well too. I mean, he came back and started attacking the rim a little bit and gets to the free throw line. But what he really did, I thought, was rebound the ball. He had 6 rebounds. I thought they were all important rebounds. He didn't turn the ball over, and he made some big plays at the basket. So, like all these guys that, when they come in, it's going to take a while for them to feel comfortable in what they're doing. He and Szymon, I thought both took a little step tonight.
Tom, right here, straight away. You've got Memphis in about 24 hours. That's a team that's shooting about 48% from three-point range, and you as a team right now are shooting, not to bring this, sorry, but you're shooting 20%, so there's like the biggest statistical gap.
Oh, he moved up.
Ken Palm has updated in the past 10 minutes, so yeah, perhaps you have 362 out of 364. So I'm just curious, as you get ready to prepare for that game, is that obvious statistical difference to you the biggest focal point of attack for you prepping for them tomorrow?
When you talk about it, and I don't mind talking about it here because I feel comfortable that the last week and a half we've been shooting it better. And yet, when you talk about it to your team, then it doesn't become an albatross on you. So, I talk to people that are more understanding in that area. And, how do you deal with a team, and so I'm going to go back to being who I am and say, would you make the damn shot, please? And but there's something to be said that we're averaging 80 points a game and not making any shots. Today we shot 70-some from the 2. When we do start making shots, our defense has been better. I thought in some ways they shot 37-21. So if we can rely on our defense right now, when that shot comes, it's not going to happen all year. Do I have a reason why? I don't know. You tell me. Some people say, well, bad shots. I asked my staff. I asked a few people up there. We thought like 16 of the 21 were good shots, and probably 12 of the 21 were great shots. So I'm not a greedy guy. I just hope to make 3 or 4 of them and feel a little better, and we'd be scoring 85 points a game. So I can't harp on it. Is it a concern? Of course it's a concern. So our defense better knuckle down and get better, and we better find a way to start making some shots. And it's going to happen, but I'm not trying to talk myself into it. It's going to happen. I mean, I look at Trey, 42% last year. Jaden, 36.7% for his career. These aren't just sample sizes. These are large sample sizes. So I got faith, and in the meantime, you defend, you rebound, and you run. It's been my theory. Judd Heathcote, my first year, said, your best offense is the missed shot. And I always said, anyway, you're going to win, and we were 6-2 in the Big Ten at the time, and then I started worrying about the shot, and we were 2-6 the second half. So we're going to keep defending, keep rebounding. Irvin said it today in there, and just hope that sooner or later they start falling.
We're going to let Coach go. Thanks, Coach.
Best news I heard. Thank you all.